da 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 la la da 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 da. Hello, my friends. What a long time it seems it's been since I last spoke with you here. Welcome back to the castle. To both of us. I feel a heartwarming welcome here for all of us, each and every one. In fact, I think we are meant to follow these rose petals I see here on the floor, strewn in the hallway, across this red carpet that stretches onward who knows how far. The castle is dark as it reorganizes itself. So far it is only this hallway. No doors, even, to rooms on either side. I've come here to follow the rose petals, not to explore other rooms, not to wander around and see what presents itself. I have come here for a specific reason. I'm not sure what that reason is yet, but I feel it, deeply, in my crystal or invisible bones. Follow the roses. Follow them with me. Don't fear how dark it is ahead. The light of our candles won't lead us astray. Come in peace, and we shall go forward in peace too. Onward, onward, forward, forward. Have you been? Have you been good? How's it going? Good. Good. Nice. Do you smell that? Roses. Not just roses, but also lilacs, irises, lavender, lilies. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Let's go. Well, here it is. A door. Finally, it's about time. The rose petals have piled up before it so high that we must push them out of the way to reach the doorknob, which is a rose itself, formed of brass. The wood is old and covered in vines, ivy growing before our eyes as I speak. This is our door. This is the place. This is where we are being willed to go. Will you open it and walk through with me? In these gardens you may roam, exploring flowers in their own. Do not put them in your hair. Do not pluck them. Do not dare. For each one is a sacred god in a most delicate facade. Do not think you're owed a share. Do not take one. Do not dare. Though they seem ripe for the kill, a flower has great power still. Don't tread violently anywhere. Do not crush them. Do not dare. In these gardens you may walk. In these gardens you may talk. But in these gardens, take great care. Do not trample. Don't you dare. Did you hear that? No? Must have just been my imagination. How strange. It was clear as day to me. Well, don't worry too much about it. Just do us both a favor and don't pick any flowers, all right? Let's just look at them. They are enormous here, aren't they? Huge, and so vivid in their luscious colors. I've never seen flowers quite like this. How strong their petals, how hardy their stems, oh, how sharp their thorns, and growing wildly, willy-nilly, hither and thither, higgledy-piggledy. I love it. I adore it. But I'm not sure I understand why we're here. I see you looking at those flowers. I think I know what you're thinking. I think the same thing. Believe me, I understand. I too want to have them for my own. So beautiful, so rich, so rare, they should be mine. They should be in my castle, for me to admire, for me to have until I tire of them. I think I know what you're thinking. I think the same thing. But we mustn't. We cannot. Don't do it. Don't take one, all right? I fear what will happen if we do. So let's just not. All right? All right. Is it nighttime here? Hard to tell. It's quite dark. But the flowers are so clear and bright. But I don't see any torches. No fire allowed in this place. And I don't see a moon up above. I can't really see anything through all this growth. I can't see anything but the flowers. Someone is singing. Who is singing? Is it you? No. How strange. How about you? No. Not you either, huh? Interesting. Ah, well. We don't need to know the answers for everything. We don't really know the answers to anything, do we? Forgive me, I'm confused. Forgive me, I'm tired. Forgive me, I'm lost. Oh no. What did you do? What are you holding in your hand? Why did you pick a flower? After all that, after all the warnings, How is it that there is a very large, a most rare, and extremely beautiful hibiscus flower in your hands? See how the petals wilt immediately after you took it from its home. See how the stem turns brown and then gray. See the leaves shaking in terror and rage, and finally in the throes of death, as it heaves its last great breath before falling limp in your grasp. You picked a flower. Do you know what comes next? All the flowers in this huge and overgrown garden shudder and clamor and roar. It seems somehow they've grown closer to us, circling us. Oh dear, they're angry, I fear. Everything around them is black. Just a black velvet background upon which the bright colors of these seemingly vengeful flowers stand vividly against. How is it they seem bigger? They tower over us, looking down upon us. Put it down. You'd better do as they say. Drop it back to the earth. Can you hear them? They were conferring amongst themselves at first, likely deciding what punishment to mete out to us. But I think now they are addressing us. Can you hear them? I will help you. We have spoken, and we have discussed what has occurred. We saw our sister in your hands, and we heard her cries. We see her now at your feet. We know you didn't mean to pluck a flower, despite our warnings. We trust that you did not choose deliberately to hurt us so. We understand that sometimes there is hurt, and it is not caused by intention. We also wish for you to know that, even if you did choose to do this consciously, we know you wouldn't do it for an idle reason. We know that even if it was for an idle reason, there is a longing, a pain in you that asked for a little color and sweetness. We know how your world can lack those things. We know, most importantly, that you are not a villain. You are not bad. You are not cruel. You are not bad. You are not a villain. You are good. You are a hero. You are kind. You are good. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You're all right. I'm all right. Let's just sit down together and listen. I will sing this song for the hibiscus flower at our invisible feet. My voice supports us on our journey back from the darkness of this flower void, back to the gardens as we know them, and on our journey through the gardens back home, to the castle, to our castle. We go with love for our own caring and kindness. We go with forgiveness for our moments of carelessness. we go with gratitude for the grace of such powerful gods as live in these flowers. See as the hibiscus returns to the earth and is reborn as a little green seedling that sprouts fresh roots in the earth, rises up as a fresh green stalk, and is renewed with 3 times as many flowering plants. Just as an ancient hydra, we cut off one of its heads, only to find 3 more grown in its place. Let go of the past. Let what's done die, and allow yourself to be renewed 3-fold in splendor and strength. Just like that hibiscus flower, and the spirit protecting it, the spirit rebirthing it, the spirit living inside it, and this entire garden. You see, the punishment for our trespass was death, and the punishment was indeed delivered. But the thing that has died was, I believe, our desire to take any more flowers from this place. At least that's what I feel has died within me. I no longer want to take the flowers from this place, because you see, this whole garden is mine. It's yours too, you know. We can visit it anytime we like. And in our moments of weakness, we can destroy as much as we like, but the flowers will still grow and grow and grow. They will only give more and more beauty, and they will just forgive harder and grow stronger, laughing viciously at the futility of our most base desires to take and pluck and destroy. Have you ever been loved so fiercely by anything that you transcended the desire to possess it? Souls I have never met teach me all the time in this castle that love is not contained to form, no matter how much we like to pretend that it is. I feel that I'm being cryptic this week in our journey together. Forgive me for that. It's about all I can manage right now in the chaos of change and growth, endings and beginnings, cycles of death and rebirth, occurring all around me, and us, I suppose, singing at such a breakneck tempo, so loudly in my ears. It's all I can do to simply know that we are forgiven our moments of weakness. We are no less good for them. We are part of these cycles of creation and destruction, and we must not love ourselves any less, whatever part we play. We will dance together through these gardens, down the path of decay, but even further past that to growth, then past that to decay once more, and again past that to growth. we will dance together towards death and rebirth. And if we can let go for just a little bit, and that's a mighty big if, but one I'd like to strive for, perhaps we can see that you can't take what's already yours. To both of us, welcome back to the castle. What a long time it seems it's been since I last spoke with you here. Welcome back to the castle. To both of us. Hello everybody, thank you for joining me on this admittedly somewhat experimental episode of On a Dark Cold Night, episode 236 to be exact. And this is your writer, narrator, host, podcaster, composer, flower monster, Kristen Zaza. I hope you've been well. I know it's been a rather sparse month for episodes, and I really appreciate your patience with that as I'm in the process of moving right now, and that's taking a lot of time and energy. With that and a very busy time at work and, in life, I used the opportunity to try to get some of that chaos out in podcast form in this episode. I don't know if that's different from what I normally do, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much to everyone who supports the show over Patreon on a monthly basis. I'm so grateful for your support, my friends. Every patron of $1 or more a month US gets access to my complete soundtrack. That's over 200 tracks for your listening enjoyment. While every patron of $5 or more a month US gets that, a monthly tarot reading video uploaded every full moon, and a weekly bonus quick moment meditation on Thursdays. You can learn more at patreon.com/darkcoldnight. The Quick Moment Meditations are also available through a subscription to the Sonar Plus Apple Podcast channel for $3.99 a month. You can access that and lots of other great Sonar Network content by visiting my On a Dark Cold Night page on Apple Podcasts or searching for the Sonar Network on Apple too. You can also support by donating one time only via ko-fi.com, that's ko-fi.com/darkcoldnight, or buying a t-shirt or hoodie at bonfire.com/on-a-dark-cold-night. Some great free ways to support are to leave a rating and a review on iTunes, Facebook, Spotify, or wherever else you like to rate and review podcasts. You can follow me on social media, on Twitter at A Dark Cold Night, Instagram at Dark Cold Night Podcast, on my Facebook or YouTube pages under On a Dark Cold Night, or on TikTok at Kristen Zaza. You can also find my album of 17 tracks, 14 of my favorite songs from the last 3 seasons of the show, plus all 3 versions of the theme song. It's called Favorite Little Songs from On a Dark Cold Night, because I'm so very creative. And you can find it by searching for that title, or just Kristen Zaza on Spotify, Apple, and lots of other music streamers. Thank you so much for listening and going on this little walk through the gardens with me. I'll speak to you again soon, and hopefully more consistently when things calm down a little bit. And until then, take care of yourself, regardless of the chaos or order surrounding you and your life. And I will do the same. Good night. This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network. Sonar.